Life of KP. Hi guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. This one's all about Peter's Piles. Job we got going on in Bellevue Hill and one in Bondi. Don't forget, give us a like, subscribe and share. It really helps the channel. We've got 197 subscribers now, which is pretty good for a new channel. Sit back, enjoy, and give us your thoughts. What you want more of, less of. Just let us know what you want in general. Okay, another week, another job. This one we got 78 piles, 66 on one boundary, contiguous, all touching each other. And then we've got 11 out the back with a tinsel wall on front, 2 capping beams, and another 8 out the front. This property steel's just rocked up. Anyway, back at this tricky job again. We've had to put some form ply up, cut the footpath down 550 offset off the boundary. I'm just marking out here, the surveyor idiots put the boundary line on the outside of the wall, so I'm just transferring that over, 45mm offset. So old mate, he's put the survey pin there, and I need it on the other side of the wall, so I've just come up 45mm, put a pin in there. I'll go up the other end, do another offset up there, and then I'll have to plumb it down, and then we can find our line of piles. But big mission, this job. So the pile line starts about here, goes past Alex, right up to the end. But the piles are 520mm down from that footpath, and then the beam that goes on top comes up 400, and then there's a 180 footpath going back that way. Bit complex. We'll get it done, it's just more work. That's 45 this way to the centre. Okay, so that one we just double checked front and back. That is bang on the money, that line. Wall finishes about here, so it runs 22 metres that way. The piles will be, centre of the piles will be 45mm over here, 200mm that way for the beam, 200mm that way for the beam, and that goes 180 below the existing footpath. And the new slab sits on top, so there'll be starter bars coming out of the beam, and they just bend them in. It's taken a while to get here. Got a guy with a saw cutter coming to cut that slab out. There's a slab under a slab up there. We've got problems on the other boundary wall. This one's a bit different. The piles are 1.5 metres apart, and there's a 600mm by 280 beam on it with an upturn, so there'll be starter bars coming out. There's a tinsel wall that goes on this side, and there's a load of sandstone blocks they're going to transfer on the slab and build them up. But we just found another slab over here. It's not good. So fortunately they're going to let us skip this where the tree is, and it will join up. This wall curves around here, so it'll join up here. But they're going to have to, once we get our wall in, remove all of these sandstone blocks, and then they sit on top of our capping beam with the tinsel wall up the back there. But yeah, another bloody problem. It's going to be a nice house though. High end finishes inside, very high end. Okay, so I'll put another profile here. We'll get that string line up, drop it on that profile, and that gives us a lower line to get the piles in. Rightio, so we've got our 45 offset set back in now. Another string line, move the other one, and we've got our pile line. Here it is. So the pink one is the pile line. So the piles go this side here. So this is the critical part, getting this first one in, plumb both ways and the right height. They're all 2 metres. Just doing a little pilot hole first. So the edge of that liner is going to be touching that string line. And we've got a mark on the plywood, form ply. There's a nail there, that's the height. So we've got to keep shoring up all the way along here just to stop that sand coming from underneath that slab, once we've got the house right where we're working. So we've got to shore this up. It slopes down and they finish at the end of this wall here. And then after that, we've got another wall to do, which is over here. So we're in front of this sandstone wall. So there's 9 piles, 1,500 apart. And then there's a 600 wide slab. We'll have bars coming up here in front of the wall, and then there's a dinsel wall. These blocks come out and they go in front of the dinsel wall, sit on the slab. It's a bit of a mission, but we can do it. So much shit in the ground here. Look at this, Jesus. So much shit in the ground here. Look at this lump of concrete here. It's the kind of shit we're pulling out. Anyway, concrete tomorrow, first pour. "28 piles done, and concrete's on the way. Fill them up. Groundhog Day tomorrow, same again." Okay, so the boys are down the side still. That should be the last pour there today. So there's 77 piles down there. I'm mucking around with this bloody dinsel section now, just cleaning it up, start tying the steel and forming it up. 2 string lines out. This one's the edge of the form board. That's 150 off the boundary here. So I've got to come back 150, so it's 600 across. So what will happen is it's a 250 beam comes across here, and then there'll be starter bars coming up every 333 mil, and then there'll be a plastic dinsel wall filled with concrete, and these blocks get moved from this side over onto the beam against the dinsel, and then that will stop this tipping over, and everyone's happy. But Jesus, there's going to be a lot of work pulling out all this convict sandstone one by one. So capping beam day. Made the first part. Just plonked it on top for now. So this runs the whole length. So what we'll do next, we'll put some form ply on this side. Goes hard up against the piles. Set it to the right height, which is probably down here. It's 180 below this slab over here. We'll put 2 sheets of form ply along here. Lock it in so it's level. Then we'll 400 this way over here. Put another piece of form ply here. Lock it in. Then we'll backfill sand between the gap, because this timber here is shoring up the sand next door. So once we put the sand in between the two, we can release this, pull it out, and that will take care of that. And then we'll just slowly go all the way up to the end that way. We'll have to join this one. This one's on a bit of an angle, so it comes along and slopes down like that. So it follows the footpath basically. So we'll get this tied up today and formed today. We won't pour it today, we'll pour this tomorrow. Also, still out the back. I'll take you out there for the one I'm doing. Still got to supervise the boys here. My one's a bit more complicated. Okay, form plies in up to here. Then we're going to have to chase around these pipes and go that way. So we're going to get the Rio in now, so we'll put the cages in, set them up to the right height, and then the L bars go like that. Then we got 4 bars coming this way, all the way, and then L bars are 333 apart for the Dinsel wall, and then we've also got more bars going this way every 200. There's a lot of bloody steel. That's the first layer, and then the next layer goes 90 mil above that. But we're going to set up now, so I'll show you as we go. So I've just got the laser set up, that's spinning around. And then I'll take some heights with the staff, which is over here. Get that set up and I'll set the height of the cages correctly. And we'll throw them in the holes and we can start tying steel together. Okay, cages are in, boundary string lines up. And now we'll feed four bars running parallel. And we'll put all the L bars in and then we'll start tying it up. We'll thread a bar through the centre of all the piles. So there'll be one in that corner, one on the outside, one on the outside there, and one on the outside there. So the L bar goes through and comes up about that far off the boundary, because that's where the Dinsel wall goes here. Okay, rain stopped play for a fair bit today. So I haven't got too much done in here. Just got the verticals coming up now. I just pinned them up there. Carry on tomorrow. Here we are, finally doing the foam work. It's a bit of a punish, there's just no room in here, nothing to fix it to. Anyway, like always, we'll get it done, but it's just a tricky one. Problem is, we got a sewer pipe running down here, so we can't bang stakes in to fix this side. Slow, tedious process, but we'll get there. Okay, so we're in Coogee today doing some test holes. This piling rig can't get the cages in after it's drilled the holes, so they're 600 diameter, 7 metres deep. They're big boy ones, and there's 70 of them to do in here. This is going to be a bit of ball ache. It's going to take a long time to do, but anyway, let's see how we go. We're just testing today, see what the ground's like. There's the cages. That's how deep the holes are. Bloody deep. Finally onto this bloody capping beam. This side's dead straight. This one we don't really give a shit about because it's underground, so you won't see it when the slab goes on top. But we just got to backfill sand around the back, stop it blowing when we do the concrete. This is our site foreman, Alex Ferrano, currently on Grand Designs for his great work on a manly job. Capping beam's done. That was hard work. We're just trailing it off now. Okay, so that turned out pretty good. We just got one more at the back to finish, and then we've got one out the front here as well. We've got another 8 piles in the front, another 14 metres of footings. Got too much work on at the moment. Got another one in Bronte tomorrow. Got to go to Bondi Saturday, set out a new job there, and I've got another one in Bellevue Hill. Better to have too much and too little, I suppose. That's all the formwork nearly stripped, and then we can hand it over to the builder, and then they'll take up the footpath next door, bend these starter bars over, and they'll go into the new slab. So that's the last form board coming out now. It's been backfilled all the way along. All these starter bars get bent over. This slab goes. The new slab sits on top of our beam. Job done. We've just got to go around the back, finish there, and we got another 8 piles out the front and another foot in for the brick wall at the front.
No vlogging, Louis, not in the mood. Not on my watch. Oh my god.
Big cramp down there and it's bloody freezing because we've got the pool pump room right there. Blow down mighty cold air. So our piles go along here and return and come down this way, 4.4 metres each way, 26 piles, 5 metres deep with a capping beam on top. We've moved a fair bit of sand. Better shore up this right hand side where I am. What you got? Oh.
A clam.
A clam?
Like a shell.
A last piece of the puzzle. Just the trench mesh on top. And then we can pour this afternoon. So it's a bit of a punish because we've got these bars holding it straight. So put that on, put another one above it. Then we can cut that, release it, and then we can drop the mesh down 90mm above the other.
Filmed.
Righty, concrete's here, right on time. Let's go. Okay, all done. Here's how she looks. So they can put the Dinsel wall on next and they can move these bloody blocks, but we're done. So the Dinsel wall goes where the starter bars are coming up. That gets filled with concrete, and then these blocks get moved on top of what we've just done. And then it gets backfilled behind, and then obviously they're gonna put the pavers back up to the wall. Job done. Bit more digging done. Finally setting out. Moved heaps of sand. Good job I brought my excavator in. So we're just putting the first liner in. There's going to be 9 piles on the first pour. So we're just going to pop all the liners in today, and then we'll pour tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. That'll be the piling sector finished. And we'll start the capping beam Monday, pour it Tuesday.
It's always on the level around here.
So, back at Bellevue Hill, stripping this capping beam. Come out good. Ready to hand over. So I can put the inside wall on. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Coming up in the next episode, we'll be getting a new car. People might not like it. There'll be a lot of haters. But until you get one or drive one, you can't really comment. And we'll also continue the Bondi job. So yeah, once again, give us a like, share and subscribe. It really helps. Thanks, guys. See ya.